Just quickly here, you'll see here, these are all the apps that were just taken off using my Phone Explorer. And of course these ones here are the ones that were pre-installed actually into the phone. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what I've meant in the past. Sometimes it's better just to blank your phone. Of course, do what I see with the My Phone Explorer if you're actually wanting to save your certain apps that you've installed. And of course these are all the apps that I've installed. So every one of these is one that I've installed separately. Actually, except for these ones. These ones came on the phone. But those other ones up here, the pre-installs, are the ones that are normally completely in the pre-build. So anyway, of course, pre-installed apps. So this way, I mean, you can actually go through and take out certain apps, and if all of a sudden something becomes corrupted, at least doing it this way, you've got all the apps, you can put them back in. But I just wanted to show you here, of course, if we get this phone on there, actually put it here, how I said you're better off just blanking everything and starting again. Like, for instance, we'll go into settings, and we'll go into storage. I'll show you here. Alright, so storage 88% used. And you'll see here there's nothing. Oh, we actually got nothing on the phone. It's just these apps which we've put here. But I just wanted to show you how certain apps can clog up things. I mean, they're holding a lot of data. You could go through and delete all the data out of each one. It's another way to give you your memory back and restart. But my advice is only have apps you really need. Of course, you'll see here system. So that's actually in the system itself. So there's 12 GB. And then our other apps, we've got 15 GB. But other apps are here. These are the other apps. So I just wanted to show you they're not 15 GB. Alright. Well, actually, this lot here is actually the pre-installed. So this is meant to be 12 GB. Of course, according to what's on the phone, there's 12 GB of space being taken. So let's see what the total is here. You'll see it won't be bugger all. And the reason for that, you got lots that'll be holding data, saving stuff. See, look at that. So in the phone it says it's using 12 GB, but in total those apps are only equating to not even a gigabyte. So the rest of it's just all extra data kept in there. So that's why I'm saying you're better off just doing a fresh install. Quickly reset your phone. As I've shown in previous videos, don't just go to your normal reset. I'll quickly show you again here, but we'll just go into here again. So, and of course, remember we look down here and other apps, 15 GB. Well, these are all the other apps taken out. I can guarantee it's not going to be 15 GB. It's just all the data that they're hogging, that they've collected. Okay, so we're going to properties, 2.47 GB. But on the phone, they reckon that it's taking, where are we? 15 GB, they reckon. And as you can see there, they're all the apps taken out of the phone. And it's actually 2.47 GB, not 15. So this is why it's better to do a quick reset. Now, of course, if you're not feeling too confident about going into your main system settings, you can do it just this way. That's the best way if you're just a beginner at this and you don't want to muck things up or you're freaking out about it. But there's nothing to freak out about. Get into the other one. But I mean, here we'll go into reset phone. Where are we? I'll go system. Depending on your phone, it'll be a different menu. It's about phone. Oh yeah, it's a reset. So we've got a reset option there. So you'd be going into that, and you'll see the factory data reset, reset app preferences. So I mean, if you're not wanting to delete all your apps, reinstall them and things, and you want to keep everything as is, but try and get some space back, you could just reset your app preferences and everything, and then go through and delete all your caching data off each one of the apps. But yeah, normally you'd be hitting that factory data reset, but initially, it does clear a lot out, but it still doesn't clear everything. Okay, the best option is to actually turn your phone off. Do a reboot. We'll power off first, and then do a reboot and hold your power button and your volume down button. Well, actually, depending, some power buttons are above the volume. So if that's the case, it'll be the power button and your your top volume button push together at the same time to get into your main menu. So we'll do it right now. So hold the power and the bottom volume, hold that down. Sometimes you've got to hold the home button as well, the other one on the other side as well, just depending. Right, and so this phone here, you get a button on this side and you got your power button volume. So this one you actually have to hold this and you're down. Right, so we'll just go down to the wipe data, do a factory reset, and that's everything taken out. Let's go ahead and do that. Sometimes it's your up volume button to select, sometimes it's your power button. So we'll just see, is it the up button? No, that goes back up, so it'll be the power button. So we'll hit that, factory data reset, yes, we want to do that. And away we go. I actually thought it would have taken a bit longer, but it didn't. There we go, wiping data wipe complete. Okay, so now we just go reboot system now. We're not going to reboot into the bootloader, we're just going to the reboot system now. And then it'll be setting up as a new phone again. Okay, so I think that's your best way, and you'll see now we'll go into storage and it'll be all cleaned out. Alright, so now you just set up as a new phone, go through that. Alright, so now we're into the new install. So what you want to do is go into your settings, go down here. You don't have to do this. This is just if you want your phone to be going pretty fast now. But the first thing we wanted to do was look at storage. So this is a fresh install. We haven't put anything in. This is what it is from the factory. And you'll see there, it's internal storage, 27% used. But remember before we were at 80%, I think it was. So now we've still got, what have we got there? 8.61 off of 32. So we've still got 25.4, 25.39 or something GB left. So we're not up at the 88%. Okay, but what we're going to do now though, because we're doing a fresh install, you don't have to, but if you've got an SD card and you're actually wanting to have everything getting installed to the SD card, you're not going to be taking it out, it's going to be for this phone only. Of course, you'll put the SD card and the auto thing comes up to select to be able to use it in your phone as media, which we've done that. Now I'll just bring it up. You see here, so it's put these files in here so that way things can be stored on it. Sometimes you can go up to your three dots and it will actually say you can, like if we go to storage settings, some phones, not all of them, and of course you'll see here this phone is not letting me do it, but some phones you can actually auto select that this is going to be used for your internal, as your internal. Alright, so we'll go to here. So what we want to do is go into the settings again, go into developer options. So first we're going to get into system, go to your build number, so about phone, go to build number, where are we? So build number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, alright, now you want to put in your password, you go narrow developer, so we go back out of here, and we'll go into developer options. If you've got a slow phone, of course there's a couple of things you can do to make things go a wee bit faster, but and if you're connecting to My Explorer, I was showing you how to do all that anyway, the My Phone Explorer. We're going to get in here to Windows animation. So if you've got an older phone, it's going pretty slow. This one here I don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it just because I want it to run a bit faster. I'm not worried about how flash the things look. but you might be on a real slow phone, so you can actually turn all your animation scales off. This is going to make it load your screens a bit faster. As I say, this phone you don't have to. It's actually got 3 GB of RAM, I think it is by memory. But what we want to do is force, right down the bottom, come up there. Force allow apps on external. Okay, so make any app eligible to be written to external storage, regardless of manifest values. Okay. So that's all we want to do there. And as I say, if you've got a slow phone, another thing you can do, your background process limit, you can wind that right down to just a couple. Sitting here, I've got standard limit, or you can go no, but I don't suggest putting no because sometimes you actually need things running in the background. The app might even be running something else in the background. So I mean, my advice, if you're needing a bit of a speed up, put it at 2. This phone here is fine, so I'm not really worrying about it. And if you've got an extremely slow phone, you can put here destroy each activity as soon as the user leaves it. Okay, so graphics, yeah, right, so we're pretty good now. Out of there you should be away, so now you can go through and install apps, and hopefully now you should be installing them to your SD card if you've just done those settings, if that's what you're wanting. As I say, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Well, the other thing is make sure you go to your system update. From new thing, we've just done a reset, just done a system update and checked all that anyway. So this is all fine. Yeah, so we go back into storage. Now have a look. Sweet. And then we've got internal storage there. Okay. So we've got different ones. And hide internal storage. Alright, you're all good to go. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Hopefully it's helped.